Girls District Basketball has arrived here in fabulous Shelby at the Whippet Athletic Complex, where the #1 seed in Clear Fork looks to break through and try to get into a district championship and move on for the first time in 4 decades, while the upset-minded Chargers of Edison try to knock off the #1 seed. It's live, it's free, and it's only on the OH Report. Coming your way next.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter, ready for you.
We are a compounding pharmacy, so we compound medication that people are not able to find other places. We can make oral liquids, so like liquids you take by mouth. We make creams and ointments, so if you need a medication delivered topically or through the skin, we can get medication into creams that way. We can also make medications into capsules, as well as suppositories, nasal sprays if you need it, things like that.
I think one of the things that makes Wellspring so unique is to give the patient that ability to choose between traditional and or complementary.
If you're needing medication and you're not able to find what you need, or you need it to go into your body in a different way, that's what we help with.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
We welcome you inside of our pregame show presented by our friends at Spherion Mid-Ohio. Check out midohiojobs.net for your next opportunity. Speaking of opportunity, the Edison Chargers have a big one here today, going head-to-head with the #1 seeded Clear Fork Lady Colts, and all the action coming up live and free. I'm Skowronski. Jonathon Langdon is with me. I think this is a pretty fun matchup because we got a clear favorite here in Clear Fork that's looking to do something they haven't done in a very long time, but it's always tough when you're going up against an underdog that's coming in here with nothing to lose.
Exactly, and this is a Edison team that has never seen anything like they're about to see from Clear Fork in the SBC. Such a low-scoring league. In fact, the leading team in offense in that league was under 50 points a game. Clear Fork right now, 56.5. So just a completely drastic change in play, and we're going to see that play out here today.
Tell you more about the Chargers and their season so far, a team that is below 500 right now. And they haven't played in a long time, Jonathan, so we'll see if they have to shake off some early rust in this game, about 11 days consecutive off.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because Clear Fork opted to play their sectional game, sectional final. That made Edison have to wait quite some time to play their game.
Tell you more about the Chargers here after we honor America. It's time for the playing of our national anthem. With that, the table is set, and we're just about ready for some district semifinal girls action here within the newly formed Division 5. We told you about the Chargers. How about their leading scorer so far on the year? And unless she's got a number change, we were just watching warm-ups, Jonathan, and we did not see Ivy out here participating. So perhaps an injury maybe that we don't know about.
And that's going to hurt Edison if that's the case, because you take away your leading scorer, one of your better facilitators as well, and that you need everybody healthy, and you need everybody out there to take down a team like Clear Fork. And if that's not the case, that's going to be a struggle when it comes to trying to take down the number 1 seed in this district.
There are the Lady Colts right there, led by head coach Scott Sellers, now in his 5th season, and he has got this team humming into the 2nd season, the tournament time winners of 4 straight, and as mentioned, looking for that first district championship in 36 years. But this is a team, a very high-scoring team, as you already alluded to, and very few teams have been able to keep them down. Almost every game so far, they put up at least 55.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that Clear Fork's been able to stay pretty much unblemished with the exception of Shelby twice and Bellevue, 2 very good squads that I believe are in bigger divisions than them, both of them. It's exciting to see Clear Fork finally get a chance to kind of pave their own path here in Division 5 and find a way to make a little bit of a playoff run.
They are led by the District Player of the Year, Melody Blubaugh. This girl's been exceptional all season long. 2nd leading scorer in the MOAC, great rebounder as well, and does it in a lot fewer minutes than most girls that are putting up these type of numbers, as if you haven't seen Clear Fork play, you're about to find out here. About 2-3 minute bursts is all they get.
Yeah, Mel Blubaugh, she was someone that when I first learned about her, I thought she was just a strict shooter. I could not have been more wrong. There's so many ways she's able to get to that 18.4 points per game, and whether it's her defense where she gets over 3 steals a contest, or if it's getting out in transition, beating the defense down the floor, Blubaugh is going to find her way to score early and often.
She's been such a joy to watch play this season, and I've been on record many times of saying I think she's the most improved player that we have in North Central Ohio, given how far her numbers have risen, and she's an excellent leader as well now in her senior campaign. But the Lady Colts, way more than just one player. They boast 4 that at least score 8 points per game, but that young lady is kind of the spark to the engine every single night.
So I'm looking at these starters, Brian, and I do not see a number 32 on the roster. So I would be led to believe 32 is our player spotlight here today.
So a bit of a shakeup as, of course, Ivy Kluding's been playing under the number 4 all season long. We know the starters, though, for the Lady Colts. They'll go with Bechtel, Blubaugh, Weichel, Haley Thrush. A couple youngsters in there to go along with the veteran leaders. LCP, the mantra that they go with out there in Belleville. Lady Colt pride. They play with a lot of it. So a tough test for anybody in this Division 5 tournament. On the podcast, we talked exclusively about boys and girls tournament basketball and felt like the Lady Colts maybe in our area have the best chance to make a run to Dayton.
And you may remember I had a hot take saying that Clear Fork is going to go the furthest out of any team we cover.
That's right.
And it all starts right here.
They'll lose the opening tip, though, as here comes Edison. Down on the block. They'll try to kick it to the outside. Dangerous pass. Thrush almost read it. See the Colts defensively, they are incredibly active as we get a 3-ball up, and that is short there from who we believe is Kluding. Blubaugh transition 3, and that's a little short. Weichel keeps the possession alive. Bechtel with an air mail, but the Lady Colts, they actually average more offensive rebounds than they do defensive boards, so this very much part of their calling card this season.
Yeah, quite impressive just reading that stat off alone, and they average 33 rebounds a game.
So 3-0 Lady Colts, and Blubaugh knocks that one out of bounds. Stay down here with Edison.
Edison's prone to turn the ball over. They haven't done it yet, but they average just under 20 turnovers a game. That's dead last in their conference.
Nice pass inside in the first bucket here. So the Chargers fighting back early. Another strong take. That's Blubaugh with the bucket, her first.
Yeah, she's done a good job this year improving her drives to the basket. And here's another turnover.
Clear Fork, the only team that I've covered this season that has a better assist ratio than they do turnovers in the girls' game.
It's really tough to do. Very impressive from the Colts this year.
Misfire on that one, though, and here comes Edison, a little head of steam. Here's Georgia Byington, and her second bucket.
Yeah, leading this team here early on in the game, getting some tough buckets, and they're hanging in here with the Colts.
3-ball from the corner. Thrush, bottoms up.
I feel like it's been great for Clear Fork that every single player that they put out on the court, it feels like they can shoot it from beyond the arc. But look at Edison here, getting some good looks, just not able to make that one.
3 players all waiting at the scores table for Coach Sellers. As mentioned, about 2 minutes is just about all you get when you're on the floor, minus Mel Blubaugh. She'll play a handful extra. As Barnett comes up short, rebound comes out, and it's a 2-on-2. Chargers looking to push the pace. Mid-range Jay finds the bottom for Taylor Moore.
And Coach Sellers already calls the timeout, so as you said, about 2.5 minutes here into this first quarter. Edison hanging in there. I feel like Sellers wants a little bit more of a lead before having to call this timeout, but he's going to take it. And some players are going to go to the bench. Of course, you said Blubaugh going to stay out there. Just need to make sure you keep your offense out on the floor.
Take a look at that last bucket in transition, and that's one area where the Chargers so far, they've hung pretty tough for a few minutes off the rebounds. Anybody who's got it has had the ability to push.
Yeah, that too. And Edison, even though they are going up against a team, as you said, that averages more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds, Edison's rebound margin this year is +6, nearly +7. So it's kind of 2 really good rebounding teams clashing here today. And the Colts, they're going to have a tough battle within them here just in a district semifinal in a game where maybe they thought they could catch Edison cold, making them sit and wait on a bye. Hasn't been the case so far, 8-6.
Blubaugh resets, calls for a screen from Rozzy. Stover goes opposite, though. And off the fade, she puts it up, and you're going to see a lot of that. One of the best three-point shooters in Clear Fork history.
Just steps back, able to get the open look.
And then a turnover by the Chargers. Just 3 minutes in, Clear Fork with the basketball, the top seed with a 5-point cushion. Bit of a different look this time here with the four corners. See Mel again directing traffic. Sets up Wine. She had the hot hand the last round and continues here. Coming off an 18-point performance, her high margin of the season. And Ashton Wine knocks down her first shot.
Look at this press break from Edison, looking really good, getting down the floor.
Tangled up down to the floor.
So it was a good job getting down the floor, but when they ultimately got there, Clear Fork was able to catch up. Not even just a double team there, it was a triple team, and the jump ball gives it to the Colts. And this is what Coach Sellers likes a little bit more, 14-6 now after that 8-6 score when he called the timeout.
Average more than 14 points per quarter on the season does Clear Fork. Weichel goes left, trying to find Thrush on the back door. Now here's Pelkey. Maybe a little breeze coming in. It's an air ball. And now the Chargers off to the races. Nice ball movement to the corner. Move by Kluding, and she'll put it home.
Yeah, good move, good up fake. Gets the defender in the air, easy mid-range. And you'll take those shots any day of the week when you're able to get that good of a look, even though it was a long two.
Colts keeping the floor spread here. They've got firepower all over the floor from distance.
That's why they play that 4-out, 1-in. Everyone can kind of get available and get open. Not just shoot the ball, but also get open.
How about Lillian Weichel? Old school, backing down her opponent.
Bringing back the post-up game. That ball was kicked.
Spin that last bucket for us, Jonathan. Let's see that Lillian Weichel. Just, you can do it, put your back into it. It's kind of a lost art here in modern-day basketball. So love seeing that from Lillian on the end where she feels like she's got an upper hand.
Yeah, even though Edison does have good rebounding numbers, they're not the tallest team like you would assume that would imply. So Weichel's going to have her way underneath. And now we got, looks like a timeout.
Yeah, it'll be a 30-second timeout called by the Chargers. And every timeout, I do like checking in with all of you out there watching live and free, including Suzanne watching from her car as she travels home from Michigan. Hopefully you're not driving, Suzanne, and if you are, maybe just keep one eye on the game, the other eye on the road. Sharon Sellers watching from Butler, cheering on the Lady Colts, as is Dan Schonover. And Daniel Stotts, of course, always seems to find us live and free. A lot of Lady Colt Nation out there tuning in. Bev Nell and Stacy Cannon. Appreciate each and every one of you, including Joseph Bradbury, tuning in from Ontario. So do drop us some comments. Let us know where you're watching the game from, who your favorite players are, who you would like to see emerge from this game here today.
You know, honestly, you reading off all of those Clear Fork fans, I thought the whole city of Belleville was here. Just with the whole crowd we've got on the far side. Clear Fork fans showing up in heaves to watch the Colts start their playoff run.
Get a tie up. Possession arrow is going to keep it down here at this end. But just the activity for Clear Fork and how fast the double team comes. It's tough for a lot of opponents to adjust to.
Not getting really any good looks right now in this possession, but a cross-court pass, that'll help.
In and out there for Taylor Moore. It's one and done. Colts looking to push the pace. Blubaugh left all alone from deep, a little bit short. Stover with the follow, count it. And one step back here for Rozzy Stover. And I really feel like she's grown into her role this season. Wasn't getting a ton of minutes early on in the campaign. When she does come in, she knows she's got that nice wide frame. She's able to go down low and provide what she just did right there. Offensive rebounds and some second chance points.
And she's got one more year to do just that and more.
A lot of these Lady Colts will be back again next season for Coach Sellers, who's got an unbelievable biddy program going as well. The Mini Colts as good as they get in the area. Another defensive rebound after just one shot here for Edison. Barnett, the backup. It's a little short. And the long rebound comes into the hands here of Stella Brown. Pushes ahead, and we'll get a foul as Byington has been super aggressive here tonight. Earns herself a trip to the free throw line.
First shots at the line for Edison here.
Did we both give Clear Fork a point?
I think so.
Okay.
On the free
I just wanted
throw.
to make sure because I was like, she did make that free throw, right? So it is 19-9. We've just adjusted our scoreboard. Jonathan and I both keeping score here, so it's actually, I guess, just all Jonathan. I'll stay in my lane. That's what Weichel's trying to do down low again. Abusive stuff right there with the left hand.
Gotta love it. This time she goes with the drop step move, stays on her side, uses the glass nicely, and stacking up the fouls here a little bit on Edison. It's been a fairly clean game thus far. That's the second team on the Chargers.
Able to cash in the free throw. Weichel on the season. Not a big-time scorer for them. Doesn't really need to be. Less than 4 points per game.
Look at this defense from Clear Fork.
Wine with the flip over the shoulder and barely missed Mel Blubaugh, but you're absolutely right. It's all about the energy, the effort, the hustle plays. And anytime girls are willing to dive down, get their elbows bloodied, and just go after the basketball, it gets a lot of appreciation from me.
And this 2-2-1 is going to have a lot more of that coming. Full court press, and it looks like we'll have
– Going to call a reach in.
Yeah, I thought it could have been a jump ball.
Or even a travel. About 3 different options right there. Be a foul on Pelkey.
Yeah, but the Chargers are going to have to inbound pretty much the same spot they did earlier. So still in a bit of a pickle.
Just 2 fouls for both teams, and we'll get another reach in. This time it's on Ashton, so now the third against Lady Colts. And it looks like Asia Bechtel will check in and spell out Ashton Wine.
Yeah, Ashton just – no, it's going to be Blubaugh. Blubaugh comes off.
I think that's the first break for Mel so far.
She deserves it. Has him up to 22-10.
Around the top of the key, Barnett able to get in there. Here's Wine, what she did so well against Galleon the other night. Just getting out, running the floor, and turning some loose change into a couple points.
That ball tipped.
And now Pelkey, I think deflected off of her chin a couple times. And kick ball, right?
Yeah, Stella Brown decided to just try and kick it to a teammate, even though she knew it was going to get the call. But it did stop a transition opportunity, so you give and take sometimes.
Just a $107 remaining here in the opening quarter. Lady Colts with a 14-point cushion. And top seed looking to add to it. Barnett, a first-team all-district performer. Mel Blubaugh, of course, the district player of the year in Division 5. Here's Wine. And another offensive board. They are just so gritty, bringing their Windex every night. But Blubaugh can't handle that one.
And you're going to see here on this long rebound nearly a travel. Able to keep the footing. However, the pass to Blubaugh a little too high. And we're going to have to see Edison try and break this press again. They've done a good job getting across half court, but that's once they do that, that's where it starts to get a little tricky when they run out of space.
Double team on the block. They'll come back out. Kluding gets chased out of there. And a foul. This will come on the floor as it's Georgia Byington.
Not in the bonus yet. One more foul will send them. But only 30 seconds left for that to happen.
Open shooter. Taylor Moore buries it. Much needed trifecta right there for the Chargers.
How about the catch and shoot? Quick trigger there in the far side corner.
Colts try to bet it right back. Blubaugh doing some dirty work, as is Rozzi. 4 second chance points for Stover now.
I want to know how many offensive rebounds Clear Fork has here just in this first quarter.
Oh, I think our friend Georgia McFarland will be able to tell us here at the end of the first quarter. Do have our star intern hanging out, tracking some stats for us here tonight. So one of the bigger crews that we've had for a game here recently.
And is this the first time this year that we're outnumbered, Brian?
I think so. It is ladies' night here. I've got my daughter Aaliyah running the camera down on the floor and doing a pretty nice job, if I may say so myself. So are the Lady Colts. They got the Chargers doubled up, 26-13. See you back here. Second quarter action on the way.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter? Ready for you.
Welcome you back here to Shelby for the first of our 2 scheduled games here at the Whippet Athletic Complex. It's the number 1 seed right now, flexing a bit, as the Lady Colts of Clear Fork own a 26-13 cushion. I'm Brian Skowronski, Jonathon Langdon, my partner here, and we were talking about the offensive rebounding and how well the Lady Colts have done. Again, kind of fitting their narrative, more offensive boards than defensive so far.
Yeah, 6 offensive rebounds for the Colts. They're going to add to it here in this possession. I just have a feeling compared to their 4 defensive rebounds. Have some nice looks at the basket. They've shot some threes up. Here's a nice drive.
Did have a chance for a rebound. Instead, it's a one and done. One of the few times that we've seen that tonight. Byington with the board. Chargers get out. And they'll be fouled on the floor. So a quick personal here going against the Lady Colts.
Yeah, nobody really in foul trouble quite yet. Everyone's kind of shared them evenly. And also, it's been a fairly clean game. Not too many fouls there in that first quarter.
Kluding double teamed. Wisely gets out of there in a jiffy. Skip pass. Corner 3. Too much. And we're heading the other way.
Yeah, Byington was beat there on the box out, just tapped it out. I think that's a big thing that Edison's going to want to work on, is just to make sure Clear Fork can't get out and run, because that's what they're really good at, able to get past the defense. If you can kind of make them stop and inbound the ball a couple of times, you'll take that.
Barnett from downtown likes the view.
Doing more than doubling the lead here now, Clear Fork. Just been able to stay red hot, force some turnovers on an already turnover-prone team.
Down on the block, too much sauce that time for Ella Booth. But it stays at this end. Would have been a tough catch inside for Georgia Byington. In transition, Blubaugh pulls up, and the future Cougar at Mount Vernon Nazarene showcasing her depth.
Yeah, and you can't let her just step into a 3 like that all open. She's going to knock down, I would say, 9 of those out of 10.
She's almost knocked down 9 in a game on a couple occasions this season. I watched her tie the single-game program record with 7, and that was through 3 quarters.
Yeah, with her former teammate being the record holder before, right?
That is correct. Had Annika Labaki in the house. Nice fake to the corner and a foul.
Nope, travel.
Oh, well, excuse me.
Not too many Colt turnovers, but there's one of them. That's the first of the second quarter. Speaking of Labaki, also another MVNU Coug. Playing soccer.
Excellent school. Some of the best people that we have end up attending MVNU in their careers. Barnett flips it out. Blubaugh catch and release. Come on.
What else does Blubaugh have to do to impress you here at this point? 11 points already in the second quarter. She's looked fantastic leading the way.
Tough pass. It's going to be deflected. Trying to find Byington, so it'll remain Edison basketball.
We are getting into some interesting territory because Edison gives up 45 points a game, 43 points a game, and Clear Fork's already at 35 halfway through, not even halfway through the second quarter.
Blubaugh's going to get a quick rest here. As the Chargers inbound, they'll get it out of the corner. That's where offenses go to die against this Clear Fork team. Now Brown picked up her bounce. Tough pass, heavy traffic, and Thrush down to her knees keeps it alive for Pelkey.
Colts are outnumbered. Let's see if they still try to push.
Thrush, backdoor dime to Bechtel.
It was a tough angle right underneath the basket. Kind of had to lean back as she shot it.
Bechtel's really grown her game throughout the course of the season. Just a sophomore. Averages more than 8 shot attempts per night. 7 points off of those. Here's Thrush. Tipped away from her. Haley regains possession and straight to Rack City.
Thrush up to 5 after that bucket. And I was about to comment about Blubaugh being on the bench maybe for the rest of this half, but nope, she's at the scorer's table. She's still coming in.
Yeah, that's not how Scott Sillers rolls. Get about a 60-second breather, get right back over to the scorer's table, get back in there, go until the next whistle, and on it goes. And that's why this engine's been revving all season long, because nobody really seems to get gassed out for the Lady Colts.
And I'm looking at some of the Colts that are checking into the game. They're still like huffing and puffing like they were just in the game, but they're coming back in.
Re-enters Barnett, Blubaugh, Wine as well. Joined Pelkey and Weichel. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 37-15 Colts. And can't add to it. Byington with the long board. Chargers looking to get some uneven numbers down in the lane, but the low pass, and it's another giveaway. Off the cross, Barnett, the step back, and it swirls home.
That makes it now 40 on the day for Clear Fork. I feel like Edison on the other side, they're able to drive in pretty good, and they're just not able to catch the kicks to the blocks. That's been their issue.
Oh, that's a nice little underhand scoop there for Stella Brown. Good sign here for Edison. Wine chases down her own miss, tips it to Barnett. She just hit from there, not this time.
Slow tempo from Edison. See how long this lasts.
Stello, now a little burst from the corner, mid-range J, and it's a little bit short. Here comes Pelkey, 1-on-2. Eliana going for it. Came up a little short, but the tip out. See if third time's the charm. Blubaugh.
This will stay with Clear Fork as Edison tried to save it. But I think what we're seeing in play here, Brian, in this second quarter is just the pace that the SBC is not used to. Clear Fork already 40 points here within 2 quarters. They pretty much do hockey line changes every 2 minutes or so. SBC, we're going to see 2 other SBC schools go at it later on tonight. That's just not their game.
I think few teams have 9 players that are as quality as Clear Fork that you don't feel like you get a significant drop-off when you bring in your subs.
How about that take?
Yeah, that was beautiful from Taylor Moore. So getting a little bit closer here. Still a 21-point margin. Edison competing.
And I will say, with the SBC, it's very hard to play an up-tempo style, especially when you've got Margaretta, one of the top dogs. That's just such a good defensive team. It's not really the game plan for you to try and win the league if you're playing a fast offense, because Margaretta's going to shut that down real quick.
Tie-up keeps it this way with the Chargers, who bring in a fresh body. And, of course, you know Scott Sellers as well. 3 subs. Checking right back in for him. Blubaugh, Thrush, Barnett head over to the sidelines. Hop step double team poked away by Wine, and she comes up with the steal. She had 5 of them in the sectional championship game win over Galleon.
I feel like there could have been a couple of other players on that roster that also had up to 5 steals. I feel like they forced a ton of Galleon turnovers in that game.
Doing the same thing here tonight, bursting the pipes. A lot of pressure from Clear Fork. Weichel lets it fly. Left side of the iron, and the rebound out to Moore. Taylor sends ahead. Kluding gets to her right hand, and she'll get fouled.
Watch as she catches this. I feel like there may have been a little bit of a travel, maybe going all the way over to Mansfield rather than just here in Shelby. She's at the wrong line. Look at this. She was lined up at the stripe, and she was just ahead of the free throw line. She used the volleyball line to shoot.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I've got a 4th grade son. They allow them to choose. They've got 3 different options. Where do you feel like your ability level is? I thought maybe she was like, you know, if you guys don't mind, we're down 21 here. Give me a chance.
Take any help we can get.
Looked pretty good there from the actual free throw line. Still have 1 more to come. 40 seconds gone by, and the subs just keep on coming here for Coach Sellers. Barnett pushing. Here's Wine. Hard drive turned away. Shot blocked inside by Byington.
Now look at Edison pushing up the pace.
Kluding had it ripped away at the last moment.
That went off of Blubaugh's left leg, so we'll stay with Edison. Chargers trying to continue to eat into this deficit. They've looked better here in the second half of the second quarter.
Stover battling now. It's Blubaugh. Body's hitting the deck. 5 on 4. And now Kluding does get back into the picture. Blubaugh off the screen. Stover rolling. Looking for her second and 1. Instead, she'll go to the free throw line for a couple.
And this is such a smart play as well, because it didn't get it quite on the replay there, but Blubaugh anticipated that pass, lobbed it over the top where she knew only Stover could get it. And we're going to have some free throws from Rozzi.
Splish splash on the first. Rozzi a 55%er on the season, and pretty true to her average. Splits the pair right there. Kluding from downtown sends it home.
Haven't seen a 3 go down in a while, but same could be said for Clear Fork. Almost made one there.
More strong drive sets up. Foul line. It's blocked by Eliana. But right back to Mama goes Ella Booth. And it's last touched here by the Lady Colts. Byington on the trigger. Wine might have got away with a little reach in there. Looked like she was on the wrist. Now Moore, the step through. Fancy scoop.
That was a good look, and that's going to go last off Edison. So Gotta like the moves that we're seeing out of the Chargers, but the Clear Fork defense, still, it's Clear Fork defense. They're still fantastic, averaging just letting up 33 points a game. And you got to give credit to Edison because on the offensive board, they've looked great. They're well on pace to go up higher than what Clear Fork gives up. It's just on the defensive side of things, Clear Fork's knocking down threes. They're getting open inside. We got 30 seconds left for them to add on.
They'll go with the old North Carolina four-corner look here for my old hats of college hoops.
I don't think anybody but Blubaugh is taking this final shot unless somebody gets open on a kick out.
Ooh, Mel just got absolutely drilled. And you could just see the expression on her face tells the entire story. She's a tough kid, but she's also a slight-bodied athlete. And she's moving around a bit gingerly. We'll see if they still go to her. They will. Entry into Blubaugh. Hesitation fake. The step back three is good if it goes. But that is how the first half will end. Lady Colts in total control here. 41-23 heading into the halftime lockers. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have your Spherion Mid-Ohio halftime report. All the statistics that you need to know. Jonathon and I will give you our perspective on the game. Plus, let you know what's coming up later this week, live and free on the OH Report. It's tournament time, baby. Anything can happen. See you back here in about 2.5 minutes.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter? Ready for you.
We are a compounding pharmacy, so we compound medication that people are not able to find other places. We can make oral liquids, so like liquids you take by mouth. We make creams and ointments, so if you need a medication delivered topically or through the skin, we can get medication into creams that way. We can also make medications into capsules, as well as suppositories, nasal sprays if you need it, things like that.
I think one of the things that makes Wellspring so unique is to give the patient that ability to choose between traditional and or complementary.
If you're needing medication and you're not able to find what you need, or you need it to go into your body in a different way, that's what we help with.
Hi, I'm Joe Blubaugh. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
You're enjoying high school tournament basketball 100% free of charge thanks to all of our amazing sponsors, including the Wellspring Custom Pharmacy, where they help you choose effective vitamins and supplements. They can prepare custom meds as prescribed by your healthcare provider or veterinarian to manage hormone balance, mouth soreness, pain, autoimmune conditions, and more. Graham Auto Mall. All 2024 Ford models must go. Financing is as low as 0% or up to $10,000 off on select models. Ask for Jerry Brown. He'll get you hooked up. Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. Rinehardt Injury Attorneys. Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Rinehardt. Spherion Mid-Ohio. Proud to support your local athletes. They know foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given in each practice and game. Let's get to work. And GEP Global Energy Partners, helping communities with exceptional work while utilizing local businesses. After a quick commercial timeout, we'll be back. Your halftime stats coming up here from Shelby. Stay right there.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter? Ready for you.
We are a compounding pharmacy, so we compound medication that people are not able to find other places. We can make oral liquids, so like liquids you take by mouth. We make creams and ointments, so if you need a medication delivered topically or through the skin, we can get medication into creams that way. We can also make medications into capsules, as well as suppositories, nasal sprays if you need it, things like that.
I think one of the things that makes Wellspring so unique is to give the patient that ability to choose between traditional and or complementary.
If you're needing medication and you're not able to find what you need, or you need it to go into your body in a different way, that's what we help with.
Hi, I'm Joe Blubaugh. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, but you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are.
It's halftime here in Shelby. The winner moving on to the Division 5 District Championship game, and right now it's the number 1 seed looking like it. 41-23 Clear Fork leads number 5 Edison. I am Brian Skowronski here on the call with you alongside my partner Jonathon Langdon. I think kind of what we expected here in this first half. The Chargers competed. certainly is just the Clear Fork. It's a little bit different beast. This is a really quality team, and they proved it.
Yeah, and I think what I said in the second quarter rings true. It's just the fact that Edison is in a conference that does not do pace very well, especially to the level that Clear Fork does. And you're going to see it here in these numbers that Edison was just simply overwhelmed, not able to make too many shots either. They've turned it over 12 times compared to Clear Fork's 4, and we've already seen so many triples fall for Clear Fork. What does that say, 8? Is that 8 threes in the first half?
On 22 attempts, and you might be thinking to yourself, they took more threes than twos. That's the MO. That's how they've been getting by all season long, and then they try to chase down the offensive rebounds. How are they able to do that with such high levels of success? They're only playing about 90 seconds at a time. So this team has been doing it all season long. A lot of thanks and credit has to go to Scott Sellers and the coaching staff for bringing this approach to the game, and not a lot of teams have the depth, or the quality rather, being able to go 8 or 9 deep like Coach does, and he believes in every one of these girls when they get their opportunities, and they're making the most of their moments tonight.
Yeah, exactly right. It's been great. I'm sure as a player you love playing in a system like this because it guarantees 8, 9 players playing time, and good playing time at that. And what everyone's been able to do when they've gotten their chance on the floor is step up, knock down some threes. Just feels like, I would say, 8 out of the 9 players on the floor can probably shoot the 3 ball. They probably have the green light whenever they get open, and they're taking advantage, and we've got a big lead now.
Deflected out of bounds here. Lady Colts will keep it with the inbound.
Colts another offensive rebound. That was a trend in the first half, and Blubaugh's going to get an open look because of it.
Yeah, speaking of trends, how about it? The District Player of the Year coming out, and she has been smoking hot from long range.
Deserving that title. Just missed out on MOAC Player of the Year, but you can't snub her from this one.
Here she goes, nice pace to it. The step through, tough angle, and almost put it in over the top of 3 defenders, and Mel grabbing her right cheek at the end of that last play.
Yeah, the last thing you want is to get some of your players hurt here when you're already up 21. And Blubaugh kind of got her hands on her knees, just feeling something. And with that, we're going to have 3 subs come in. And none of them are for Mel Blubaugh,
Yeah.
So Coach Seller's sending a message, I'm sure.
Well, she's so tough. She comes from an unbelievable family that's well known for their athletic prowess. Here's Blubaugh again. Strong take left side. Stover trying to clean up the mess. Can't do it. The Chargers out and running. Byington ahead of the field.
It's only a 17-point game. It's been worse than that here in this contest, but Clear Fork going to want to make sure they keep their foot on the pedal, and if you're Edison, lock down on defense just like you did right there, force a turnover.
I think Byington's really played exceptional as well. She's got 10 so far of the 27 for the Lady Chargers. See if she's able to continue playing at a high pace. That jumper will splash home, so the Chargers keep it going offensively here with Ella Booth.
And it comes from them playing kind of this 2-3, and that's not something that you would typically see as a response to a team that's shooting threes like crazy, because simply Clear Fork could just start shooting over that 2-3 zone, but it's working so far here early in this third quarter, and as long as you have those 2 guards out top staying way out top, you should be able to keep doing it.
Series of fakes leads to an opening here. Short corner jumper, and the Chargers on a little run. forces the hand of Scott Sellers. He'll burn a timeout as all of a sudden it's down to just a baker's dozen.
Looking pretty good here, Edison. I'm really impressed with how they've come out in this second half, getting open looks, knocking them down. Something that they weren't doing in the first half is, I commented on it, I thought Edison was getting good shots. They just weren't knocking them down. There were a couple of opportunities down low where they missed some layups, and you take those back, we're in a single-digit ball game. But you'll take a 13-point deficit, especially when you get it earlier on in the third, so it gives you, rather than maybe 10 minutes to get it done, now you've got 13 and a half.
Slight look of concern on the face here of some of the Clear Fork faithful in the house. Also others with obviously a teeth full of popcorn and some smiles going on out there. So the good times were rolling in that first half. But as we see here in this Mechanics Bank timeout, it is an 8-3 spurt here by the Chargers to get the party started in quarter number 3. I want to say what's up to Josh Young, who claims he actually went to Edison. Got to root for the alma mater. Go Chargers. And then Coach Beck cheering on those Lady Colts out there in YouTube land. Thank you guys for tuning in live and free. Next time out, I'll jump over into the Facebook. So get those comments coming.
That shot way off. But I was going to say, I've got extended family that actually went to Edison. One guy ran track. My cousin ran track. He went to Walsh, and now he's coaching at West Branch. Shout out to Bryce.
Hometown of Thomas Edison, they claim, right? Or at least he used to live there. That's why the school's named after Mr. Tom.
Berlin Heights.
How about it? Offensive rebound, Ella Booth, her second field goal, and Coach Sellers has already seen enough.
I mean, he's got so many timeouts left. He didn't call any in the first half, so you may as well. And Coach Sellers going to send a little message yet again to the Lady Colts. Got 3 timeouts to go, just as many as Edison moving forward. So
I thought you guys would have some time out there on Facebook to get some comments in, but Coach burning timeouts about as fast as he rotates in and out girls in the lineup. I see Grandma Bluebaugh's watching from Manning, South Carolina. Danielle Nicole. Bobby Joe Flagger. VBVVF. Hopefully that's kid appropriate. I'm not even sure what Bobby Joe is trying to say. Dora is watching from Johnsville, cheering on the Colts tonight. Stephen Shelley as well, tuning in from Columbus Fairgrounds. Says go Colts and the Blue Carroll Bulldogs.
That's quite the poll.
And Clint wanted you to know that not everybody made it over from Belleville tonight. Some of them are actually watching in the actual city limits.
Must be some watch parties going on in Belleville. That seems to be exciting. That would be something exciting, and I'm sure that those are going to ramp up as the playoffs move deeper and deeper. But still got to take care of business here today. It's been a big run from Edison here in this third quarter. Got to fend it off.
Barnett puts up a quick 3, tipped off of Bechtel's left hand, and again, they'll come up empty-handed. The Chargers trying to get this down to a single-digit game. It has been a while. Inside, count it! Another one on the way for Georgia Byington.
What a turn of events here in Shelby. Edison, fantastic quarter. They have it to a single-digit ball game. They were down by as much as 22, 23. It was something like that.
12-3 spurt by the Chargers here in the third quarter, and we have got a ball game, folks. Colts better wake up at the offensive end of things. Blubaugh slick crossover. This zone's giving them a little bit of problems, and when the shots aren't falling, certainly very effective. And another misfire.
Ton of threes just not going down. Got to start trying to get inside now.
Byington doubled. Comes up top now for Kluding. Nice skip pass. Inside out for the Chargers. Nice catch over the top. They've got the size advantage in there, and they'll capitalize again. Here's Ivy heading back to the free throw line for Edison.
We talk a ton about Clear Fork's offensive rebounding ability, but it's been all about Edison here in this third. They're getting after the glass, and I thought that possession, beautiful ball movement from the Chargers, beautiful defense rotation-wise from Clear Fork, but just in this third, Chargers have had the edge in every aspect. It's continuing.
And still lots of time, folks. 12 minutes remain. And it's just a 3-possession ball game. Blubaugh throws it in the whirlybird, but in tight, can't get it to drop. Everything had been from beyond the arc. And even that one in the paint, I think the Colts have missed their last 6 shots. Halfway home.
There's another offensive rebound.
But Georgia killing it inside. That would have been big.
And right now, if you're the Colts, just getting inside isn't enough. Has to be a good look. Take that foul. Get yourself to the line. Try and establish your shot.
Be the second foul on Byington. Lands Blubaugh on the line, 72%er on the season. Averages 4 attempts per contest. It's one of the prettiest sounds in the world. Whenever it just goes in, just that perfect swish.
You know, I was scrolling through Twitter today, and I saw Martin RPI post, not about Ohio for once. It was about a high school game in Illinois. And the broadcast that he used, the clip from it, had mics on the backboard to get the little satisfying sound. It's going to go out of bounds, and we'll go the other way with Edison. But I feel like we need to figure that out, find some something to go up there. Maybe a lapel, something, shotgun.
We stepped up our game a little bit tonight, got the multi-cam, stat trackers. I thought the whole 9 yards, but now I've been clued in that there's one more element that we can really take in and make a better viewing experience for you guys at home.
That's hearing experience more so.
Oh, good point. Get all 5 of those senses working in unison. Kluding missed that one, but the extra effort plays right now, they belong to the Chargers. They didn't make very many of those in the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, we saw Clear Fork get 6 offensive rebounds in the first quarter, and that's kind of where we thought the hustle was more on the Colts side, but I feel like they're not getting close to that 6 mark, I don't think. But Edison still making the hustle plays, nearly had another offensive rebound. If I'm just counting myself, I believe that would have been the 4th offensive board for the Chargers here in the 3rd.
Blubaugh off the flare screen, knocks it down. Huge shot from Melody and the Lady Colts.
And that right there is why you get her to the line to shoot some free throws, get her back in rhythm. That's exactly what they did, and they nearly caused a turnover.
Now Blubaugh got the deflection. Let's hit that replay, Jonathan. Let's show that last triple there from Mel. Great basketball. When she flares out and there's nobody in her face, none better in our area than that young lady right there.
And it doesn't matter where she catches it either. She has the green light to shoot it from anywhere.
She'll skip it over to Thrush. Exact same spot. Whirls out. Here's Pelkey inside. Now Blubaugh, 3rd time, not the charm. Bodies flying around, 5 of them, all on the hardwood there. That's what makes tournament basketball so much fun, living and dying on every possession because they are just so meaningful.
And I feel like what we usually see in games like this is low-scoring affairs, but it hasn't been that case, especially in the first half. I remember last night when I was in Ontario. Ontario's the worst defense in the MOAC. They only gave up 40. However, they still lost. But we're going to see that trend continue where it's similar to the NBA where teams are high scoring in the regular season, but playoffs is going to dwindle down.
Chargers had a lot of momentum. The Colts have seized some of it. They'll keep the possession alive. Couple nice bounce passes. How about that fake? But the block shot by Weichel. Go, gadget arm.
Refs letting them play. Now they blow the whistle as I say that. But I thought that could have been a held ball underneath. But they let it go for a little while longer, and that's now the 2nd foul on Edison here in the quarter.
Just tough play down low from Haley Thrush and the Lady Colts, all set up by that block from Weichel. It looked like it was going to be an easy 2 points there for Gracie. Reaches out, got a nice piece of it. Barnett knifes through, a couple hops off the rim, and Colts just not getting to the offensive glass with the same efficiency as we were talking about in that first half.
The ball handling here from Edison has been solid in the third, and the ball movement just as good.
Another foul. We'll see if this is on the shot attempt. Ella Booth standing at the free throw line, so she feels like she's got a pair on the way.
Standing at the right free throw line, unlike earlier in the game.
You got to respect the hustle. Any way to try to get ahead, Jonathan?
Well, they're trying to get ahead here in this third quarter alone. It's been quite the frame for Edison. However, they missed the free throw there, but what's that third quarter score looking like?
14-7. It's kind of a football score here, even though we've put the NFL season behind us, even though it's never really behind us. It seems to be still a lot of chatter about that, but high school basketball time, captivating our attention right now. And I think the Lady Colts, they certainly have been put on notice here in the third quarter that Edison, that they're going to compete to the final gun.
Could we see some March Madness early?
This would be a monumental upset if the Lady Chargers can somehow erase what was, I think, at the most a 23-point lead by Clear Fork.
We have seen it before, though. That's why I love high school basketball playoffs. You remember 2 years ago?
They almost erased it just in this quarter.
Exactly. You remember 2 years ago, Mount Gilead taking down Bern Union?
I do. I do, an undefeated Bern Union, I believe, at the time.
Yes.
A little surprised that the Chargers not coming out and defending here. This is a full minute that's going to come off the clock.
Yeah. So this is going to kill, especially if we get down to the fourth quarter and Clear Fork builds out a lead for themselves. We're going to look back at this play and how long it took to develop. And a foul on a three-point shooter, that can't happen.
A three-pack of free throws on the way for Brinley Barnett. So executed flawlessly here by the Lady Colts as they burn, I think it was 50 seconds off of the clock there, only 6.2 showing, and got a quality foul shooter at the line.
But to be positive for Edison's end, you do stop the clock with 6 seconds left, so you are guaranteed a shot here at the end of the quarter, although it is going to have to be rushed.
Colt Faithful enjoying the two made free throws here, and one more still to come for Brinley.
50 spot for the Colts after that free throw.
And she'll go 3 for 3.
So again, 6.2 seconds here for Edison to get down the floor. Colts not going to make it easy on him.
Colts in a 1-2-1-1. I don't think the Chargers understand the time situation. They said that was good if it went. It did not. So we've got 3 quarters in the books. Pretty impressive one by the Edison Chargers, 15-10. They outscore Clear Fork here in the frame. Money time is all that remains in regulation. Be back for that here.
Carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
Sleeping on me, think it's
Money time has arrived here inside of Shelby, where the Lady Colts, the top seed, are looking to punch their ticket back into the district championship for the second time in 3 years. And you can watch it all go down right now, live and free. I'm Brian Skowronski, Jonathon Langdon, my partner here tonight. Edison putting a little bit of pressure on. Nice third quarter. Do they have enough in the tank against this Clear Fork team and a very talented group of ball handlers to continue to eat away at this deficit?
The Lady Chargers got it as close as 9. It's swelled back to 13, so Colts trying to add here with the trigger.
Rebound will fly out of bounds here on the baseline, so it'll be Charger basketball.
But the real big difference between Edison in the first half and Edison in that third quarter was effort on the glass. They're able to crash and get 3 offensive rebounds, and 2 of the 3 led the points.
Nice find. 3 balls up, and it's short into the hands of Brinley Barnett. Work at the near sideline. Extra pass. Asia Bechtel. She loves that short corner. Minute gone by already here in the fourth. So get another 3 up from Moore.
Ooh, big collision. No whistle. Fortunately, though, for Edison, that is going to go last off Clear Fork. Not a lot of happy fans with that call, but I thought it's pretty clear as day that that went last off the Colts.
And he talks about the physicality inside. It looks like Weichel was just standing her ground, and they're going to reverse the call.
Didn't trigger the replay in time, but I thought when they knocked whoever that was for Edison on the floor, that 2 Colts kind of tapped it together out of bounds, but catch a break. They're going to have a chance here to add to their lead. No scores yet here in the fourth.
Blubaugh blows right past Taylor to the rack, but she missed it on the right side.
Oh, it's going to be a top cut nominee, even though we're not taking him anymore. That was a beautiful spin move from Blubaugh. Just couldn't finish.
Bad pass in heavy traffic. Barnett got a piece of it in the theft here by Melody. She'll find Wine down in the corner, and the clock, obviously their best friend, but this isn't really Clear Fork's style to try to just run clock. Very high-scoring team, as they'll get another 3 on the way, but they've just gone cold from downtown.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. Ice cold. Clear Fork here in the second half. They hit 8 threes in the first half. I wouldn't be shocked if they haven't gotten to 10 yet.
Just misfiring with that pass, and it's another giveaway back-to-back here for Edison.
Yeah, so after that, you're going to want to talk things over with Coach Migro.
Be a full timeout taken by the Chargers, presented by Mechanics Bank. And with every timeout, as promised, see what you guys are up to out there in the cheering section. What up, Jody Ramey? Cheering on those Clear Fork Colts tonight, as is Madison Hammond with some sweet little horse emojis and some green hearts and such. Already heard from Grandma Blubaugh. Great to have you on board here from South Carolina. How's the weather there? We're at about, 12 degrees here? It was pretty rough.
It's gotten to the stretch where I walk out of my house getting ready to go to a game, and I feel like, okay, I can handle this with what I've got on. And then when we get done with the game, it goes straight down. It has been cold, especially later in the evening. I was walking out of Ontario last night, and I always make this mistake. I wear jackets without hoods, and I always pay for it in the end. And I'm going to pay for it tonight as well. I did the same thing today.
None of you out there that are watching live and free are paying, so congratulations for that, including Tackett Basketball cheered on the Colts. Coach Beck says Coach Sellers is amazing. He's about to pull the stops and light them up.
Shout out to Trey Sellers as well. Yesterday had the game-winning layup to give the lead to Ontario, to Clear Fork against Ontario, and then they held on and won.
Oh, just might be in my top 3 of top cuts. Spoiler alert, coming up on the Joe Show tomorrow. It was a nasty move that he had to get to the rack, too. Just a sophomore.
You could tell he's going to be one of those big pieces. They have such a good sophomore class, Clear Fork, on the boys' side.
There's a sophomore on the ladies' side, Thrush, and it's rushed here by the Chargers. So all of a sudden, after an epic third quarter in this fourth, it's a little bit more what we saw early on in the contest.
Bunch of donuts on the fourth quarter. We have not seen any bucket go in.
Nothing.
2.5 minutes strong with no points.
So if you're Clear Fork, that's A-OK. Got the 13-point lead. Chargers can seldom wait to score as Barnett finally ends the drought.
Nearly got a steal.
Yeah, I was able to get one paw on it. And Edison, I thought they turned it over again here.
See if I got it. It's close. Maybe Clear Fork got a hand in there and then forced it away off Edison, but not the call. I think that's a fair trade-off after the one that they gave Clear Fork earlier.
Nice strong take, and Edison gets their first bucket here of the fourth quarter with Byington. She's been a breath of fresh air on the offensive end. 15 points for her here tonight. That is more than 3 times her season average, I believe. Blubaugh from downtown continues to struggle. The entire team from outside right now.
Something you don't usually struggle with because it's just effort. Offensive rebounds. They got another one there.
Mel a bit flat-footed inside. Missed with the left hand, and here come the Chargers. Byington ahead of the pack.
Nice pass.
Yes, Byington, the miking drill, gets the bucket to fall.
Now she missed it.
Oh, did she?
She missed it. I don't know how.
Shoot.
I looked away as well, but she missed the layup. That just snuck out.
So a tough break here for the Chargers as Sellers.
I think everyone collectively in this gym looked away, assuming that was money.
Yeah. So the lead remains 13 points here for the Lady Colts. And just 4 total points in this fourth quarter. We've already burned through half of it. Look at Coach Carey looking on. Now over in the Charger side of things. Don't know that we've had any Chargers chiming in here in the comment section. It is all Colts out there tonight. So if you are a fan of Edison, let us know. Coach Baumgartner says, let's go Lady Colts. I'm sure he was happy to hear us talking about his sophomore class and just how much excitement they have coming up here in the near future.
And they're going to have a tough game tomorrow, taking on Upper Sandusky, so I'm sure Coach Baumgartner just got out of this film session with some of his guys. Over at the mountaintop, that was a place Ontario couldn't win. Clear Fork's going to have their stab at him. Also, shout out Garrett Holtz. I'll give a shout out to the senior as well, because he took 2 of the cleanest charges I have seen with my own eyes, and one of them was to seal the game.
He probably here in attendance today, I would presume.
Sure, if you looked hard enough in the bleachers, we'd be able to find him.
Yeah, don't really have a student section put together, much to my surprise, because the Stampede, they usually always show out. But a nice attendance here from people wearing black and green. See their Colts trying to just dribble off as much time as humanly possible.
Yep, seeing 4 corners here again. It's going to be tough on Edison if they don't start trying to foul because, and there's one, because neither team has a foul here in the quarter, and you got to get to 5 to send them to the stripe. So if you don't get there quick enough, that's valuable time that goes off the chart.
It's going to be the first foul on Kluding.
Wise there by Weichel to just hold on to it. She may have had Blubaugh on a back door, but don't want to take that risk right now.
Now it's Barnett charging down the lane, out for Ashton Wine. And stepped out of bounds.
No, it's going to be a foul.
I thought the referee was pointing to the boundary over there.
I was with you there, too. Those are awfully close, dancing with the line a little bit. It's another instance where you got to be careful, and then also got to be careful if you're Edison.
Of the backdoor cut from Barnett.
Got to be careful if you're Edison, I was about to say, because Byington has 4 fouls after that one.
And she has been the bloodline of the offense. So is Blubaugh here tonight. Heading to the free throw line. Old-fashioned three-point play could be on the menu.
And that bucket puts her at 20 here on the day. Well done by Mel. Chance to add here at the line, and that may have been the dagger. We still got 3 minutes left, but Colts, it's going to be tough to take them down here and outscore them by 20 points pretty much here in this final 3 minutes.
Especially for a Charger team. I'm not sure how many 18-point quarters they've had all season. Not a ton.
Sometimes.
Foul's going to go here against the Lady Colts. And Ashton Wine, her second. Team's first here in the fourth. Eliana Pelkey checks out here for Coach Sellers. Final 2.5 minutes at Shelby. Winner moving on to Saturday's district championship. They'll get the winner of our second game. Huron versus Willard still to come here from Shelby.
And that should be a really good game. Make sure you stay tuned for that.
Round 3 for those two programs.
Yeah, and Willard won both of those games, but they're going to be without their best scorer. So that definitely evens things up.
Best scorer, rebounder, shot blocker.
Pretty
Reese
much
Bedingfield
everything.
is a dog and not
Just a
available.
junior. It's fortunate for her that she went down with that injury and she's still going to have one more year to go. Always hate when that happens to a senior.
Mid-range jumper, and that finds a home. Bottoms up for Ella Booth. Blubaugh the fake to the corner. She's done a ton of that her entire senior campaign.
So Blubaugh just putting the cherry on top here in this performance to add a couple of free throws. Good move, too. Maybe just a little too low off the window.
I think your alma mater got a good one with Blubaugh coming to town next year. And what's so interesting about her is that of the 3 sports, she'll be an All-Ohioan this year, but it's the only one that she has not been All-Ohio yet. So the fact that she chose basketball pre-senior season was a big surprise to me. I thought that she would be a softball star at the next level.
She must have had a good summer or something working out with the basketball team, because that feels like the only reason that she would make that decision. But credit to her, because she also had a couple of Division I offers for soccer. She's fantastic on the soccer pitch, but she decided to play for MVNU on the basketball level. And I will say I'm pretty sure that she'll have an opportunity to maybe play another sport. We'll see, because I have heard some rumblings with their coaches and how they may be willing to let that slide, which is rare for MVNU to let one of their basketball players play another sport.
It's a tough one because it's sandwiched right in the middle of the 2 others, where you would think potential soccer, softball combo, basketball in another sport. If anyone can do it, I believe in Blubaugh.
Yeah, a couple people I know played volleyball and track, or ran track. So that's usually the dynamic you get. You get some people running, staying in condition, and then also playing the sport they're primarily there for.
Blubaugh checks out for the final time. Excellent night for the senior.
Ended with 23.
And our likely most valuable player tonight, we'll talk to Melody coming up as soon as this game ends, because we got to quickly get set up for round 2 with that Huron Willard game coming up.
Took a big fall there, and in a crowd of Colts, glad she's okay. And out of this replay, we got Weichel now done for the day. She gets her ovation.
Byington gets it poked right out of her hands.
And no shot, and it's just clear for second foul, so we got baseline out of bounds. Or as I like to call, we got a blob.
3 ball finds its mark for Annabelle Seville.
Just the second of the game for Edison.
Yeah, they have not been marksmen and not really looking for the 3-point shot often.
Yeah, they shoot 23% on the year. That's not the greatest. starting to get the rope out, getting ready to try and get everybody out here ready for the second game.
Just 35 seconds remain on the clock. Colts will be headed to Saturday's district championship game. They've been there a couple times under Sellers, have not been able to break through and get to the next round just yet.
I will say, I like this district for them, though. I think they've got a really solid chance to finally do it.
Avoiding teams like Shelby, Bellevue, Perkins, the expansion of the divisions really benefits the Lady Colts because they've run into bigger teams with a little bit more story programs year in, year out. And
am I right that Shelby and Bellevue are both Division 4?
They are.
So, yeah, Clear Fork's pretty much all alone here in Division 5 in our area with a good opportunity to extend themselves to regionals and beyond.
Nice read in the theft here for Thrush, clearing a little bit of space. As the final seconds fade away, Lady Colts, a 17-point victor here tonight. We'll see him back here in Shelby on Saturday. We'll take a timeout. We will be back with your most valuable player interview brought to you by Rinehardt Injury Attorneys. Jonathon and I will give you the final stats and then get you all set up for the second half of our doubleheader coming at you live and free. Keep it here. The future of local sports will return in just a couple of minutes.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter, ready for you.
We are a compounding pharmacy, so we compound medication that people are not able to find other places. We can make oral liquids, so like liquids you take by mouth. We make creams and ointments, so if you need a medication delivered topically or through the skin, we can get medication into creams that way. We can also make medications into capsules, as well as suppositories, nasal sprays if you need it, things like that.
I think one of the things that makes Wellspring so unique is to give the patient that ability to choose between traditional and or complementary.
If you're needing medication and you're not able to find what you need, or you need it to go into your body in a different way, that's what we help with.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant.
Tournament basketball live and free from Shelby tonight. Never a penny paid to watch an OH Report live stream. Thanks to our generous sponsors. How about Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank? Who else? Rotate, baby. We got plenty of sponsors here tonight. Rinehardt Injury Attorneys. Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Rinehardt. Spherion Mid-Ohio. They are always proud to support our local athletes. They know the foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given in each practice and game. Let's get to work. Global Energy Partners help you do just that, helping communities with exceptional work while utilizing local businesses. Graham Ford, all 2024 Ford models must go. Financing are as low as 0% or up to $10,000 off on select models. Check out the allotment down on West 4th Street. And Wellspring Custom Pharmacy and Health Source, helping you choose effective vitamins and supplements. They can prepare custom meds as prescribed by your healthcare provider or vet to manage hormone balance, mouth soreness, pain, autoimmune conditions, and more. Stay with us, guys. We're just waiting for Mel Blubaugh to come out of the lockers. We'll talk to her, and then we'll close things down here for game number 1. The second game starts in just 22 minutes. We'll have that for you live and free.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter? Ready for you.
We are a compounding pharmacy, so we compound medication that people are not able to find other places. We can make oral liquids, so like liquids you take by mouth. We make creams and ointments, so if you need a medication delivered topically or through the skin, we can get medication into creams that way. We can also make medications into capsules, as well as suppositories, nasal sprays if you need it, things like that.
I think one of the things that makes Wellspring so unique is to give the patient that ability to choose between traditional and or complementary.
If you're needing medication and you're not able to find what you need, or you need it to go into your body in a different way, that's what we help with.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
It's your post-game show presented by Spherion Mid-Ohio. Check them out at midohiojobs.net. Clear Fork marching on. Their tournament journey continues as the #1 seed handles business 62-45. I'm Brian Skowronski. Jonathon Langdon joining me here on the call this evening from Shelby. And for Clear Fork, excellent start. Edison answered in that third quarter, but they just didn't have enough juice to keep it up and get it done by the end of the night.
Yeah, it was such a great start for them in that third, as you said. It's just the fact that Clear Fork, they recognized they were not hitting their threes. They were able to get back inside, get some buckets, draw some fouls, get to the free throw line, and that was really what got it done. And then also Edison just went cold in the fourth quarter. So big win here for Clear Fork. They moved to the district final, and in a district where I feel they have a really good chance to move forward even further.
Here are your final numbers of the evening. Clear Fork, 66 total shots. They make 20 of them, 10 of them from long range. They took good care of the basketball. That's something they've done a nice job of the entire season long. They forced 19 turnovers on the other side. They only give it away 6. And then plus at the free throw line, 12 of 14, Jonathon. So they did a lot of things well that would inspire you to win a game. Just going cold there in that second half, which is something that they have not done very much of all season long.
And that's a good thing, because you would rather go cold from 3 and miss your shots than commit 19 turnovers like Edison did. You'll take that any day of the week if you can miss your shots and not turn the ball over. Good job by the Colts to stay composed in that moment in the third quarter. They did let it get as close as 9, but they broke through, and you see the final score there, a big 17-point victory.
So looking ahead here for the Lady Colts, as mentioned, they're going to get the winner of this second game. Willard and Huron just about to battle the Lady Chargers. Their season is over. Only 2 seniors, though, on their roster. They'll leave a good one behind, though, in Ivy Kluding, who we saw tonight, the number 32 player, and then also Georgia Byington. So 2 quality players are going to be lost to them, so a lot of potential on the way when you still got 3 starters and then your entire bench.
Yeah, congrats to Edison on a solid season. They were able to do some great things here this season. One of my favorite moments when I was looking over and prepping for them, they beat South Central 63-3 at the very beginning of the season. So they've had some good moments. Of course, this is not going to go on there as one of their good moments, but Edison still got to be happy about what they did, and we'll see how they do next year.
Yeah, I noticed that I believe their last 2 wins were over Firelands Conference teams, actually. So when they went toe-to-toe with the FC, they had a lot of success, did the Lady Chargers. And speaking of success, that's pretty much all Mel Blubaugh has known this season, her senior campaign here for the Lady Colts. She is on her way up here to have a conversation. So Jonathon's going to hand off the headsets. Just trying to rearrange our courts. There we go. I think we've got enough slack now. We return now. We've got our most valuable player of the night, Mel Blubaugh, a familiar face here on the OH Report, and getting it done. A lot of offense in that first half. You guys go a little bit cold in the second half, but you get it done. That's ultimately all that matters. So just give me a feel on the vibes in the locker room after the game. I don't think that you'd probably be 100% pleased, but a win's a win and you're moving on.
We always celebrate in the locker room after, so it's very, very exciting. We always celebrate no matter what. A win is a win, and we just like to get it done no matter what.
And for you, one of the senior leaders and the veterans on this team, your final chance to really leave a mark with this program, and you advance on to a district championship, looking to get over the hump for the first time in your career. How exciting is it that the journey's gone the way it has, and also tying a school record 21 wins?
It's very exciting. This year we're just making history, and I want to keep that going in my class and global, even more than it already is. It's so exciting that I can do this for my teammates.
So moving on into, oh geez, hold on. Sorry. Audio was getting a little bit froggy on me. There we go. So moving on into the championship game, you get a couple of days to rest here and present yourself for these 2 teams. Where do you feel like you're going to have the upper hand no matter what? What will LCP bring to the equation on Saturday?
We always hustle, we always bring the 3 ball. We love to shoot, rebound. Everyone has that hustle in them, and we all bring it no matter what.
All right, Mel, well, you've brought it all season long. You know the drill. Go ahead and give some shout-outs here, and then we'll let you go enjoy and scout out this last game.
Shout out to my girls, my teammates, and shout out to my family.
All right, Mel Blubaugh, your Rinehardt Injury Attorneys MVP. Thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.
And thanks, everybody, for tuning in here today, live and free. The second game just about set to begin, so we are going to get all set up for the second round here of our doubleheader at Shelby. Got to thank our awesome team for getting it done. Georgia McFarland tracking our stats. Aaliyah Skowronski on the floor camera. Tori Hollenbeck up top. Jonathan Langdon on the call with me. I'm Brian Skowronski saying so long for now. We'll see you round 2. The rematch, the third between Huron and Willard, coming up next.